Today I want to talk about the new fashion accessory. Okay, so what is the latest fashion accessory that we all have to wear these days? Yes, that's right, the mask. The mask to cover ourselves. Okay, so if any of you, I'm sure, have seen a lot of the cloth masks. Okay, so I've been going a little bit crazy testing out a few cloth masks, and I have found one of my favorite cloth masks. Okay, but I will share with everybody what are the different types of masks and what are the function. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into it. First of all, right, one of the most basic masks, which is the disposable surgical mask. Okay, it comes in many brands, which is like this. Yes, I bought the pretty purple one, the brand Medicos. Very comfortable, very light, and very breathable. I have to say, this is slightly more expensive compared to the other ones where you can buy a box for like 39 for 50. I think this one is about, I don't know, 60 or 70. Actually, in fact, it's very difficult to even buy on Shopee. They are all like sold out unless it's like some random color. The pretty like pink ones, purple ones are pretty much sold out. So these are some of my leftovers. I do have the cheaper ones, which I actually don't really like. That's why I got into the cloth mask, because those have like, if some of you are using it, right, it has a bit of a weird smell inside the mask, which I find it a little bit irritating. But the Medicos doesn't have that smell, and it's very light and very breathable. So actually for surgical masks, I would recommend this one. I really like this Medicos. And then I think they said that the doctors actually uses this, you know, when they do operation. Okay, so this is one of the disposable masks that I'm sure everybody is using. Okay, so this is disposable mask that I like. Okay, let's moving on to the next one, which is a cloth mask. Okay, so I bought this mask very early on. Okay, it's sewn by, I bought it from one of the Facebook group, one of the people that sold this. Okay, so nowadays I'm sure a lot of Facebook groups or a friend of yours that is actually making masks. Okay, so I mean, I think it's a good thing, right, that people that can sew, they actually sew masks and they sell it, and you can get different types of designs and colors. Okay, so this one is a 100% cotton mask. Okay, so I actually bought a few colors. I gave it to my mom. So I bought a navy blue and then like a skin tone. Okay, so this one is just cotton. It has no filter, but it has a side pocket where you insert filter. Okay, so what do you insert as a filter? First, you can actually use this kind of disposable mask, cut the string off and slide it in, and it can act as a filter. But I think it's a little bit expensive, because if you're gonna buy the mask and cut the string off, you know, it's actually kind of double the cost if you're gonna do that, because nowadays we are using this every day when we go out. So the other option is the wet wipes. Okay, so what you do is you get the wet wipes and you dry it. Okay, they are actually very easy to dry. You just take a few out, you know, put it in your living room, your kitchen table, and it'll dry like in a few minutes. Okay, your wet wipes. And then you just fold the wet wipes. Okay, actually at the beginning I was like so kiasu, right? So I folded like 3 layers of the wet wipes. Actually not even 3. So you see, I had 3. Okay, I use this, right? So like this. Oh, wet wipe, come on. Okay, so it's like this. You can have like 3 layers. So now, okay, let's say now, for example, I'm using 2 layers. Then you fold it into half. Then you slide it in the pocket. Okay, so like this, I slide it in the pocket. So actually, right, your 2 layers has become 4 layers because you folded it. So I was so silly. I used so kiasu, right? Kiasi, yeah. I used 3 wet wipes and I fold, it's actually 6 layers, right? And wow, I find it like a little bit too thick. Okay, but I mean, like, nonetheless, it's still breathable and all because the cloth is cotton. And the wet wipes is supposed to not to block any saliva and all that, because if you use it without, okay, bear in mind people, if you are using the mask, right, without any filter, the saliva or anything wet, right, can actually go through the cloth because it is just cloth, right? The filter will act as a thing that the filter will block it. That's why people say you must wear the mask with the filter. Without the filter, it's actually quite useless to, you know, protect yourself. Okay, so okay, after the filter is in, okay, and yeah, you wear it, and yeah, nice and comfortable. So I found that wearing 2 layers of the filter is good enough. Actually, in fact, 1 layer is good enough, because you fold it, it's actually 2 layers already, because I think 3 layer is a little bit too thick, if you ask. I mean, for me, it's a little bit too thick, but I was doing that for a while, okay? At that time, cloth mask was not easily found selling everywhere, but now it is already. So usually I would say get 2 or 3 in rotation, so when you wash one, you can wear the other one, okay? And yes, every time when you wear a cloth mask, just throw away, just take out the filter and throw it away. And yes, you still have to wash the cloth mask after you throw away the filter. Why? Because the exterior is polluted already when you go out, okay? The filter is just to absorb the dirty stuff that doesn't go through your mouth inside, because this is a cloth, okay? But after using this for a while, right, I realized that, I mean, it's not a hassle to just dry out your wet wipes, but sometimes I forgot to dry out my wet wipes. So therefore, I can't use the cloth mask and I have to use my disposable mask, always on standby. But the thing is, then the disposable mask at that time, I had the cheaper ones, which it has that smell which I don't like. So for let's say like a long day, if I go out and I want to do some shopping and all, anything more than 2 hours, right? Oh, that thing irritates me. So I much prefer the cloth mask, which is more comfortable, and you know, you can adjust the thing for your ear, the rubber band at your ear, so it doesn't pull, or you know, you can loosen it up. So this is cloth mask is still something that I much prefer. Okay, moving on. Then I tell you, then I found this mask I absolutely love. Okay, moving on to this one. Okay, I'm not sure how many people have seen this. I bought it at you know, some of the malls. They have those weekend flea market or those little carts, okay? So they are selling this, yes, just mask. Okay, so let me show you. This mask already has a filter. This one has a 3-layer filter. Let me come nearer and show you. So first of all, right, okay, let me flip this out. This material, it's like those sportswear, dry fit, air fit, whatever fit, okay? So that it helps you breathe and it's lighter. And then inside the mask, they already have another layer. So basically, this whole mask is 3 layer. And the way that they design this mask, right, as you can see, the hole is a little bit deep. So that when you put on your nose, right, you have a little space for breathing. So it is much more comfortable. Okay, I show you how it is. So it is like this, right? And you see, it fits really well. It covers all the way here nicely. For me, it's definitely better than a disposable mask, because I think some disposable masks, depending on your like face shape or whatever, I see people, it doesn't cover nicely. Not everybody's disposable masks are able to cover nicely. And you see, I can talk really well because there's a little space here for the nose and the mouth to talk. So even though when you put lipstick on and all that, right, it doesn't really touches your mouth. Yeah, so it's just nicely, it's just the shape is really good, okay? So, and it already has a filter. I don't have to worry about drying out any filtered wet wipes or anything to wear this. And it has really a lot of pretty designs. They have plain color, like all this fancy design. So since it's the latest fashion accessory, we want to, you know lah, accessorize a little bit. Okay, so this one, it's a little bit thicker. Of course lah, right? Because it has filter and so many things inside. So when you wash that time, just use hand soap or body shampoo. What I do is I wash it with hand soap. Right? It's very easy. You just hand wash it. Don't put it in a washing machine. What I do is I come back. I will take mine and the kids, put it in the sink, soak it a little bit, you know, with the hand wash. We wash our hand, a drop of Dettol, and yeah, just soak it for a few seconds, and then I will just rinse it, and then you just hang it dry. And do hang it under the sun because it's quite thick and it's quite hard to dry. So usually if you hang inside, it won't dry. But this cloth mask, right, I just hang it in the toilet, it will dry because it's just cotton. It's very, very thin compared to this. You can obviously see that this is thick and this is like quite thin. Okay, so usually, of course, hanging in the sun is also good. It kills bacteria and germs. And this happens to be my favorite mask. Okay, and I bought a couple of them. Okay, so I have this. This is another design. Okay, it's quite pretty. So this is another design. So where are they made from? Okay, they are not made from Malaysia. They are not local. They are made in Vietnam. Okay, so Vietnam or some other countries, they actually wearing masks is quite normal for them because their countries has a lot of dust and just very polluted, especially people when they ride on motorbikes and like being I think like the police and all, right, they all use this, and the sellers in the hawker stalls and all that, because it's very dusty. So all these are actually made in Vietnam, and they've been making this for a very long time. So I think they would know a thing or two about making masks. Okay, and I believe that now in Malaysia they have some regulations about homemade mask. You need to have the certain type of filter and, you know, all that kind of stuff before you sell your mask if you're a homemaker. And as for the rubber band, okay, actually rubber band, right, this is the rubber band. Their rubber band is very comfortable. Don't worry much about the rubber band. Let's say your rubber band, I mean, this is a very sturdy one. Let's say it gets loose or it broke or anything. One thing is you can just sew it back. Another thing, let's say it goes missing after it was, you know, it came off. You can buy another rubber band, and whatever rubber band you like, and you can just put it on, hook it back on, slide it in the thing, and just hook it back on. So very easy. But the seller actually told me that I can, if the thing breaks, right, I can actually save these rubber band and put it in from my disposable ones, and just tie a knot, you know, loop it through, tie a knot, and you can use these as the rubber band as well. I think that was a great tip. Okay, so for my favorite ones, I also bought some for my kids, and I want to share with you. Oh, before I share the kids, I also bought another two more because they're so great. There is a denim. Oh, I think this is quite cool looking. This is a denim color. I mean, it's a black denim. They have like a lighter denim as well. And then this is the full black color. I mean, this one somehow feels a little bit thinner. I think the whole thing is made out of that sports wear material. I think I can't wait actually for Uniqlo to start selling theirs. I think that one will be very light and very breathable. Okay, so these are the adult ones. I share with you some of the kids. Oh my gosh, I've like so many, right? Okay, first of all, I share the Vietnam ones. Okay, first I bought this for my daughter. Okay, so this is okay, this size is for I think 10 and above, to teenagers, so it's slightly smaller. So I guess if you have a really small face, you can also wear this. So these are some of the designs. Very comfortable. My kids love it. Same thing, because they have that space here, a little bit more space at the nose and the mouth. So I think that's why they are more comfortable. Because if you wear the disposable mask, right, it will like kind of stick to your nose and your mouth a little bit. You know, you have to kind of pull it out. But this one is, the shape is already like jutted out a little bit, so it's comfortable, and you can talk, you see. So I bought a plain color for my little one. So this is even one size smaller. You see, smaller than this. Oops. Okay, and yeah, this is another smaller one for my little one. It's a army design. Okay, then have the bigger one for my older girl. And this one, my friend made this. If you remember, one of my designer friends, she made this, and for her kids as well. And she made it very kid-friendly. She put a band at the back, and they can just slip it onto their neck and just hold it there. And same thing, this one, she puts you can put a filter in or not. But the material is very good. It's very nice, very soft. Okay, the kids also like it. I mean, the kids to get them to keep it on is a bit difficult. So you have to ensure that the material is nice and soft, and it's something more comfortable, because having that thing around your nose and mouth is already like tak lah, so usually I make sure the stuff is a bit, the material is a bit nice and comfy, so that the kids will maintain the mask on. If not, it's a bit difficult, especially now school start already. They have to keep this on, the face shield, and you know, all that kind of stuff. So I try my best to find the most comfortable mask so that they can keep it on. Okay, so this is like a stack for the kids. And one of my most fancy ones, okay, it is this. I think some of you may have seen this. I've posted this on my stories, which is the fancy mask. Okay, this is all handmade. I bought it from also a designer from Facebook. She has this, she has it in many colors. I think black, white, purple, pink, yeah, all those colors. And yeah, it kind of looked like that wedding-ish kind of feel. Somebody told me it looked like a bra. I don't know why. But this one again is one of those that you have to put your own filter. So her filter pocket is at the bottom. You put it in. Same thing, rubber band. You can just change it, adjust it. Okay. And because it's only single layer, it's very comfortable. But same thing, you have to put your own filter in. So this is and then because this has a lot of beading, a lot of handwork, I don't really use this unless you know, for that special night out you're wearing something pretty. So this is something that I will reserve for something that I wear nicer to match. Okay, otherwise this is not advisable to be like washing this stuff daily. Okay, so you know lah, so pretty, I want to try to maintain it as long as possible. This one is a little bit expensive. I think I bought this at about 39 ringgit. 39 ringgit, yeah. I thought it's so pretty, I just want to buy one to try it out. So this is 39 ringgit. Okay, and then okay, the mask from Vietnam, how much are these? Okay, this one is actually 15 ringgit for one if you're buying one. If you buy three, it's 40. It comes out about to 13 something for one mask. So I bought a lot, so I always buy the 3 for 40, get a few bucks off. Anyway, you've got to use it, right? In fact, I only have 2. I wanted to buy more because you keep on changing it all the time. And this one is a bit thick, so it takes time to dry. It doesn't dry as fast as those that required filters. Okay, I hope you like my review on the mask. And what kind of mask are you using? Do share with me, post some photos in the comment below, and share what kind of mask are you using. And yeah, and let's talk about masks. I mean, it is something that we have to live right now, the new normal. And having a mask is very important. Protect yourself, protect others, and stay safe, people. Bye.